What's up, guys? It's Kyle here, back again for another video, and I just wanted to talk about supports again. That's been a big topic of this season, and as we can see, it's not a conversation that's stopping. As I said before, and I'll keep saying this, I'm kind of getting tired of that topic, but I have to talk about it because it's just like one of those things that needs to be addressed. But as we get more characters in this game, a lot of these issues will be alleviated. When we have more supports in the game in general, especially with this being a Marvel game, we're going to have a lot of characters that people are going to want to play that's on the support role. A lot of these problems with what we're struggling with now will not be a thing a year down the line. I've said this in some previous videos, and I just want to reiterate that point now because I think that is just important to kind of understand where we are now and how it will be in the future. We're getting Ultron and I think May 30th, and that's just going to be a real transformative point for the game when it comes to Marvel Rivals, because I think that'll be the start of people sort of jumping on the roll. But what I want to talk about right now is people peeling for supports. Now, we need to peel for our supports. Please peel for your supports. Even the devs are telling you to peel for your supports. I don't think this is a hard topic, but I do think that people just lack the know-how. I don't think people don't want to protect their supports, but I think people just literally don't know how. So for DPSs, I think the best way of going about it is staying close to them, especially when you're playing a ranged DPS. Keeping them within eyesight or staying relatively close to them. I know for dive DPSs it's a bit more difficult, but keeping an eye on the people who are giving your heals is really important when you're playing the game. For tanks, they're usually always close by just because they're always trying to be healed, but it's just one of those situations where you need to learn how to watch your supports. Do not play in comp and complain at the end of the game, GG no heals, but you see that your backline is getting dived by Iron Fist, Captain America, Spider-Man. It's just it's annoying. It's very annoying. And complaining about heals when you see that there's a issue with the diving in the back, it's kind of one of those things that it seems very pretentious. It's like you see the problem, but yet you're not acting on it. But I think that these are very easy issues to solve. I don't know if this is a new player base that just don't know how to play hero shooters. But I think that this is a very easy concept. Marvel Rivals is a team game. This will always be a team game. I don't know what's with the individualism in these games where people think they can just jump onto roles and just solo the entire game. That's not how it works. You can be the best player in the game and you can be one of the greatest, but if your team is even slightly bad or they're not pulling their weight, you can still lose that match. This especially goes for comp. Sure, you can get away with it when it comes to bronze lobbies or silver lobbies and maybe even gold lobbies, but the moment you get plat and higher, the games get harder, things get more difficult, and people you need more people to know how to push forward in these matches. You can't just rely on one person doing all the DPS. You need the tanks to push on point. You need everybody to act as one complete unit. So when the devs are telling you to protect your supports, just take that advice. It's not hard. Characters like Magneto, they have it easier because they can just bubble their supports when they're about to take a massive amount of damage. He jumps back and forth between jumping on the front line and then just coming back when he uses his defensive movement. So tanks, they sort of have it natural. It's the DPSs that are kind of misunderstanding it, and I get that because you want to focus on doing damage, but it's also just being able to multitask, which comes down to just being a skill issue. So at the end of the day, when you're about to end off your match and you see that your supports are trying, and you just look at their death counts, and you could just watch throughout the match. You could be like, oh, this guy's continuously dying. just know that you can work around that. Like, there are counters to everything, well, mostly everything. So don't type GG no heals, and especially don't pick Spider-Man flying across the map. He's a very individual character, and like he kind of zooms across the map, and it's like it's very hard to heal him unless you're playing like Mantis, and even Cloak and Dagger with the tracking heals. He just moves so fast that it makes him damn near impossible to heal. So yeah, just try to keep these things in mind before you say GG no heals at the end of the game. Um, I do get that some people can't play support, but that goes for every role. There's always a struggle depending on the player, and some games, you do better than others. That's just how the game works, and you have good games and you have bad games. But at the end of the day, just peel for your supports. And this is not even just a support team. Assist anybody who needs help. If you see your DPS is being, constantly destroyed, try and help them out. If you see your tank is being destroyed, try and help them out. Like, this is a team game, and I think that's the only thing that really needs to be established. Um, these aren't hard concepts. None of this is controversial. This is just how these games go. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you like the video, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.